What's up, guys? It's Mariah Rose, and welcome back to Courtside Chats with me and Revolt Sports. We have a lot to get into from this weekend of basketball, from crazy rematches to some surprising losses to some mess talking, okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. Remember when I told y'all that the Celtics blowout loss to the Cavs was not a big deal and that Jason Tatum didn't need to freak out and that the Celtics were going to be fine? I was right. Again, Jason Tatum put up 33 in their win over the Cavs, and I think this is going to be a gentleman's sweep. We've seen this pattern before. They lose one game, they bounce back, they look fine, and I don't think anyone in the East is going to be much of a challenge for the Celtics. They have what it takes to win it all. I think the only time the Celtics need to be worried is when they face whoever wins this Nuggets and Timberwolves series. Other than that, I think the C's will be fine. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a series. We saw the Nuggets tie it up against the T-Wolves at their place. I did not see this coming. To steal one game on the road, okay, doing your job. To steal two, that's defending champs behavior. Anthony Edwards dropped 44 points in 45 minutes. He was incredible. And he said after the game, look, I like when Jamal Murray's talking mess because you know Jamal Murray had to steal the show again. We got buzzer beaters. We got him talking mess. I think he came back with a little bit of a vengeance from his little temper tantrum in the last game. So I think that this series is going to get really chippy because obviously home court advantage doesn't mean anything to these two teams. Now, Ant, I know you might enjoy the back and forth and the talking mess, but you need to make sure your teammates are backing you up. Karl-Anthony Towns and the defensive player of the year, because that defense did not look like what we're used to seeing. Nikola Jokic dunk? He's not playing. He's taking this seriously. It's starting to look like you care a little bit, Nikola. I like the series. I think it's going to go 7 games, and whoever comes out of this is going to give the Celtics some trouble. We've got another tied series, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the playoffs are all about, okay? This is what we live for. The Pacers tied up their series against the Knicks on Sunday. And look, I'm starting to think that the health of the Knicks is a bit concerning, okay? I'm starting to think that maybe Jalen Brunson was running off adrenaline in Game 3. It wasn't the Jalen that we're used to seeing. Now, not everybody can be perfect all the time. I'm going to give them some grace and not overreact to just one game. Dante DiVincenzo was terrible. It was a mess. But I'm hoping that the Knicks can put in a little bit of that fire we're used to seeing from them, from some of that push through. But the Pacers just look too fast for them. And if they're hobbled and hurt, they're not going to keep up with the Pacers and their pace of play. So hopefully the Knicks are able to pull it out, y'all. I'm going to keep my faith in them. But I always said that this was going to be a long series. This one's going to go 6 or 7 as well. And I'm going to put my faith in the Knicks. But they're a little hobbled right now. So we'll see. Now, Game 5 is going to be at the Garden, and you know how the Garden and the Knicks fans affect the way the Knicks play. I think that'll help them with a little bit of this adrenaline, and I don't know if the Pacers will be able to run around their arena the way that they can in Indiana, but we'll see. This is anybody's game at this point. 2 series tied at 2-2 in round 2 of the playoffs. It's getting exciting. This is what we live for, y'all, so keep it locked to Courtside Chats. All playoffs long, we're going to be going over everything that's going on, all of the tea, and let's see if some of these guys can bounce back.